Formed in 1995 and sold to Infogrames in 2000. During these 5 years, Hasbro Interactive experienced strong growth and decline. Today, we would like to talk about the issues, analyze the quotations, and make some recommendations, especially focus on communication and conflicts in this company. Let's talk about communication first. The main issues came from 1. Lack of consultation with license managers. Senior managers of Hasbro Interactive did not consult with license managers from Hasbro. 2. Lack of collaboration with other divisions. The subsidiary only communicated with its parent company when needed, which would result in poor structure of business plan and inefficient cooperation with other teams. Why was it so difficult for Hasbro Interactive to communicate with its parent company? There are too many reasons for poor communication in organizations. Here are 3 typical communication barriers listed as below. First, introverted personality. The one who has this kind of personality just focuses on the world inside his or herself. They are quiet, peaceful, and are not attracted to social interactions. Apparently, Tom Dusenberry didn't fall into this category, so this reason can be ruled out. Second, lack of mandatory and routine communication. In this case, the first monthly meeting including every business unit head was not called until 1999. Before that time, the periodic communication between Hasbro and Hasbro Interactive was totally on Mr. Dusenberry's discretion. Third, lack of experiences and knowledge. Let's imagine a simple scenario. When you make a decision, you would like to rely on your successful past practices. That's called path dependence. Having been working in the game industry for so many years, Tom Dusenberry had tons of experience in manufacturing, marketing, and sales. He had got so many promotions due to his outstanding sales performances. Naturally, he would prefer following his successful path to succeed again. Additionally, without sound knowledge in operating issues like finance and accounting, Tom might feel unconfident when discussing these issues with Hasbro experts. To deal with the above problems and prevent reoccurrence, we have several recommendations as below. From the perspective of short-term, develop internal communication channels. In addition to internal emails and newsletters, periodic reports and meetings should be required. To implement this method, on one hand, we must have detailed requirements on routine communications, like how often should the division report be submitted, and what's the frequency of division meetings, and what kind of content should be covered in those reports and conferences. On the other hand, internal audits should be carried out at least once a year, like peer review, periodic inventory count, and return policy review. This short-term method could be implemented at once and help to uncover problems as early as possible. From the perspective of long-term, break employees' past dependence and facilitate individual development. In other words, encourage employees to learn more knowledge and skills which will help them to speak out confidently in the firm. Then the internal communication will be improved. And it should be implemented differentially based on different positions. For example, for the operational staffs, encourage them to give presentation to the whole company to explain operational procedures and guide system navigation. On one hand, it's an opportunity for them to cultivate personal skills. On the other hand, it will be efficient to communicate with client-facing colleagues and ask for their cooperation. For client-facing divisions, project-based team structure can be built. To be specific, for those short-term projects, say less than 1 year, temporary project-based teams could be formed by colleagues from different divisions. It could improve cross-division learning and communications. For those senior and management level employees, it will be better to encourage them to take courses on finance and accounting. This knowledge can help them to know how the company finance system works, as well as to improve their leadership skills. Moreover, lack of communication also leads to conflicts. Now, let's talk about the other problem, conflicts in the firm.
The second key issue we will analyze is conflict among senior managers. Firstly, there are conflicts between Hasbro and Hasbro Interactive. CFO of Hasbro thought Hasbro Interactive was aggressive to achieve acquisition targets and cannot manage its financial monitoring systems efficiently, while Dusenberry claimed that his focus was on the future and took little concerns about financial details. Moreover, Hasbro installed a new financial reporting software package, but only suitable for the toy and game business. As a result, the new system had more negative impacts than positive in Hasbro Interactive. Nextly, there are conflicts within Hasbro Interactive. Daya proposed to implement a more executing financial system to fix the problem of planning cycle. However, employees considered this change would dampen their innovation and creativity. Moreover, Dusenberry felt that Daya was a divisive influence in his segment, and his team began to lose confidence in the corporate leadership due to her existence. Daya does not react to his opposition, and it turns out to be remained conflict within Hasbro Interactive. When it comes to the causation, firstly, it is from the perspective of Mr. Dusenberry. Dusenberry had been working in Hasbro Interactive in a long time, and he got used to making business decisions himself instead of following instructions of Hasbro. Also, past impressive success made him overconfident about acquisition targets. It was difficult for him to change his mind and admit his decision failure. Nextly, it comes from the perspective of Mrs. Daya. Daya worked as a financial executive in the publishing industry previously. She lacked in professional knowledge in interactive gaming industry. As a result, Daya might focus only on financial data but neglect specialty of Hasbro Interactive. Employees of Hasbro Interactive and Dusenberry do not welcome Daya's proposal. As the recommendation is concerned, firstly, the problem of conflicts between Hasbro and Hasbro Interactive is mainly arising from the independence of Hasbro Interactive. Dusenberry had too much power to make business decisions and set up acquisition targets without agreements of executives and directors from its parent company. Therefore, the company should centralize power and approve important decisions in case of ambitious over-acquisition. Nextly, in multi-unit business like Hasbro, it is not wise to implement uniform reporting system across the whole company. Heads of a multi-unit business are supposed to consider advice about reporting system from director of each division. That's the end of our study. Thank you for your listening.